You can just
Oh god.
I'm really sorry for that guy.
That was hysterical. What is going on, guys? Craig 1287 here, bringing you yet another Battlefield Hardline beta gameplay. Going on there in the background is going to be a mixture of three things. 2 rounds with very specific footage, which are going to be 2 different tips that I definitely wanted to make sure you guys got to hear. And then the third thing is just going to be some regular gameplay to fill up the background as I kind of tell you how for the next roughly 4 weeks, you're going to see probably not much gameplay on my channel. There might be some videos that go up on Saturday nights, prepped and ready for Sunday mornings, but aside from that, there's going to be there's going to be zero gameplay, aside from those weekend, videos, because back in the day, some of you guys know this, I've responded to this, a couple times in comments and things like that, and I've mentioned it in a few other videos, but back in the day, I used to work at a Boy Scout summer camp, and I worked there for 12 years, quite a long time, pretty much half of my life. And I also had a director position there. I was in charge of one of the areas. And recently at that camp, one of the guys that 3 of the guys had to resign their positions. Some things came up back with their at their house. And one of them worked the director position that I used to have. And this past Friday, I went up just to visit. Me and one of the other guys that used to work there, we just kind of came on up there to watch their Friday night closing campfire for that very first week. And this is where some of the higher-ups there that run the camp approached me and said, "Hey, glad to see you visiting. By the way, could you work?" And work for pretty much the rest of the camp. So I talked with my employer and whatnot, and so I've got a deal worked out to where I'm actually going to be doing my work for my current employer at nights and on weekends. And pretty much during the day, up till 5 o'clock, I am working as a camp employee again. I will be a counselor out at this camp. I'll be taking back my directorial position, and I'll be doing that till around July 12th. I don't know if I'll be working all the way till the end of there, or if I'll be working maybe even the closing week after that, but it'll probably be around that July 12th range, so, yeah. For my work that I do at night for my current employer, I'll pretty much be doing that exclusively from my Microsoft Surface 2 Pro, which means I'm not actually coming back to my house. So again, I won't be able to do any editing on my desktop computer that has all of my footage, on it, and I definitely can't do any editing on the Surface 2 Pro because it's nowhere near as powerful as my desktop computer, which means editing work and rendering would take hours, in addition to what I already do for my current editing. So I just don't have the time and I just don't have the resources to continue making videos. I've got hours upon hours of video saved up for Hardline, but this opportunity came out of nowhere. I have a lot of time and whatnot invested in this camp, and it's something that I definitely would love to see continue to do well, even past my employment. I haven't worked there for the past 2 years, 2.5 years, and so I just, I didn't want to see, any hardships fall on these guys, the ones that are trying to find the employment roles to be filled and whatnot. I didn't want them to have to struggle, and the people that would be taking their spot. Last minute fixes typically are not going to be as quality as the people that you hire months and months and months in advance. So I just didn't want to see them offering program and quality leadership and things like that. I didn't want that to happen, so I decided to definitely do this. So, and at that cost, I will not be with the TG guys for the next 4 weeks, and I will not be able to really produce daily videos for you guys for these roughly 4 weeks. So that's that. Now, some of the footage that you saw there going on in the background, the very first tip that I want to talk about is very specific to the map that we're given in the beta. This will probably not be applicable in other maps, and it's very specific to the Blood Money game mode. It doesn't really benefit you during the heist mode, and I doubt it'll be beneficiary for any other game modes. And that's if you're on this very specific side, that is the side with for the cops, the SWAT force or the law enforcement team. You can, on the second floor of this parking garage, you pretty much have this little bridge here that gives you perfect, exact, just almost straight line access to the neutral money spot where you can get the money from, and you can fit even large vehicles on this bridge. So you'll see here we're just driving on through this bridge, and it makes access very easy. It's a cheap spot. It really is kind of a... It gives this side... I haven't really found anything like this for the other side. I don't know. I haven't had too much time with Blood Money. I've spent most of my time with Heist. But when I found this, it definitely made it much easier to just go and get that neutral money zone when playing as the law enforcement. So if you guys are ever doing the Blood Money law enforcement side, definitely take advantage of this bridge that you have access to the neutral money zone. And the next little tip that I wanted to give to you guys is going to be something for the heist mode. And this is something that you could probably use on pretty much any map, as long as you are on it mostly benefits the criminal side. Once you guys get the two or any one of the trucks armed for the bomb on the back of them, take the white stalker van that you guys are given. There, you get two of them. You get one for the A point up on the bridge, and you get one for the lower point, the Bravo van that you got to gain access to. So you get two of them. So no matter where you guys spawn, bring the van on over, arm the objective, and then take that van and just park it right onto the rear of the bomb. And basically what this does is it forces the cops, when they go to disarm, they're not going to be able to properly get to the bomb yet. So that gives you just a few seconds as they have to get into the vehicle, pop it in reverse, back up a bit, hop out, and then go back over to the bomb. It gives you just a few seconds to respond. When you see, if a chopper flies over and people are hopping out to go disarm the bombs that you guys have planted, that gives you just a little bit more time to respond to that and get in location, get to where you can shoot them and things like that. Because if you're just spawned up there, you're just staring at the thing, then I guess that's, you're just camping the point, then that's cool. But if you're someone like me and you like to be able to be in a position that gives you access to both A and B, to where if you ever see somebody's disarming your bomb on A, then you can get to A. If they're disarming B, you can get to B. So it's pretty handy. And as the defenders, as the cops, the law enforcement, once you guys get them disarmed, take a van and do the same thing and mash it right up against that. That way when they go to arm the bomb, they have to move your vehicle, or at least they have to blow it up. Again, it's something that distracts them. It's something that prolongs them and can get in their way. So there you guys have it. There's the two tips that I have not seen covered in anybody else's videos. And yes, they're fairly map specific, or at least game mode specific. And yeah, I look forward to when this game actually launches and we get to see all the other maps, all the other modes, and see other tips that are very specific and handy to those, and to see if these two tips that I've given you are applicable for them. So there you guys have it. There's the two tips, and there's my little sad little news that I will not be able to upload content for you guys daily for the next 4 weeks. Maybe get a video each Sunday. Who knows? Just depends on how tired I am when I get back for those weeks. It's pretty exhaustive work out there. So hope you guys enjoyed all of this. I will see you all in at least 4 weeks, or at most 4 weeks, I guess. maybe sooner than that. So hope you guys have enjoyed all of it. Have a good one. Ta-ta.